Marjorie with the cool
I'll
jacket.
I'll take it.
The cool jacket is not so
Puffy
grandma.
jacket. Yeah, she's on her Puff Daddy right now.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how George was about to buy a jacket just like that yesterday, but then this guy came over, and the guy was significantly older.
Old man Jerry.
He was like, he
Old man
was
Jerry.
he was in his 50s, going into his 60s, and he was like, "Hey, brother, that jacket looks fly. Where'd you pick it up? I think I might get me one."
And then Tehran and I looked at each other and walked off. Like
And we just
nothing
gave it to him.
happened.
We were like, "It's yours, bro."
You hit the X on it.
We were done.
Yeah.
We could have been matching today.
Because there's this whole thing where we saw it is in LA. There's pressure, and I think it's now worldwide, pressure to always be young. We no longer value experience or age.
In DC, they value experience and age. It's a politically driven city, and that's where we're from.
No, they don't. They don't. It's not in DC. They don't value age. People just get old, and it's easier. But if you're young and hot, you're the political writer. You're the Obama speech writer. You're on.
There's an argument there.
Even Sarah Huckabee. You know, she's like 31. Like we all treat her like she's. I mean, yo,
she has to be older than 31.
No, she's like 31 or 32.
Wow,
that's a real thing. So that's what I mean. Like just because her face says 50, her
I didn't imply that. I was
her birth
implying
certificate says 32.
her knowledge.
No.
Well, LA is always like newest, hottest, youngest thing on the scene. Always. I mean, you have people moving out here when they're like 17, 18 years old trying to do the same shit that like people who've been here for 10 years are doing. You know what I mean? Facts. Dropping pearls of wisdom.
I feel like reality TV has somehow gotten older in the past 5 to 10 years, which gives me hope. When I get old,
you can be on a reality
like
TV
when
show
I
one
get
day.
old and I don't no longer care about my reputation and I've made my money.
Yeah.
I'm getting on a reality TV
Amen.
show. Just
I
doing
mean, I want to
whatever
do that
I want.
now.
Yeah, it's The Bachelor.
Yeah.
No one's gonna
I
want
wanna
you,
do
bro.
that.
No one wants
I'm not
you.
talking Bachelor. I'm talking all this stuff like Shah's of Sunset and stuff like that.
Yo,
Would you
I can
go
see
on
it.
the show?
Oh, I want to go on The Bachelor.
Would you?
I'm like freshly single. I'm like, that's my way up.
that's your come
I
up. Is The
decided. I
Bachelor?
mean, like, you take these people that are like regular freaking people. They get on this show, then they can do whatever they want. I mean, most of them become like blogger and just like go that route. But
Yeah,
like,
I've
fuck
seen
that.
that. I've seen a friend of mine's a blogger, and she wants to be on The Bachelor because she thinks that her
It's gonna
following will
help.
go up and she'll
Amen.
get new
Yeah, it will.
opportunities. She's seen it. Now I believe her. I didn't believe her
Yeah,
at first.
no, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, so Sarah Huckabee Sanders is 36
You
years
were
old.
looking
Still
that
looking
up.
I
it
need to
up.
look.
I
need
knew
to
it
look.
wasn't 31.
No, but listen, but still, that's significantly younger than most people in that. Don't
She's
forget,
an outlier.
She's been in this situation. We keep forgetting. President Trump has been president. I know it feels like 40 years, but we don't
40.
realize it's really just been 2 years.
Feels
It's
longer.
Feels so much
almost
longer.
3.
And regardless of Huckabee's political views, we don't have to agree or disagree with them. The way she shuts down reporters to me is kind of gangster. The way she just reaffirms her statement when they ask again and just gives a blank stare, that's pretty gangster. Especially to have that much confidence to do at 36 against people who have probably been in journalism
It's
for so
easy
many
to have
years.
confidence when you have the army behind you. Like, what you say, General, shoot him. All right, so, Charlie, do you think being young is something that's pushed on you as a singer, as a pop star in contending?
I wouldn't know just yet, to be honest. I mean, LA definitely is. I feel like it's an what's it called, epidemic? Pretty much, yes.
Age epidemic.
Especially, I mean, I think especially looks-wise, having to look young. Because when you start, it's not the fact that, like, I feel 10, 20 years ago, girls started maybe in their, like, 40s, 50s, you know, fix on fillers, feeling fresh, whatever. Now girls start when they're, like, freaking 18. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, it's
Good
wild.
point.
It's so
Yeah.
wild.
Good point.
Like, when
It
they're
did get
30,
younger.
there's this thick mask just covering. You're 30. Like, fucking hell.
Remember, you're not ugly. You're just poor.
That's real,
what
though.
you
Yo,
got.
people always be like, oh, my gosh, look at Jennifer Lopez. She looks so young. Like, she kills.
She's got money.
She bathes in virgin dolphin pussy every single night.
Well, to
and then
Tehran's
kills
point,
a
Where
kid
can I
from
get some of
Rwanda
that?
and injects it into her skin.
Amen.
Like, she just has money, bro.
to Tehran's point about the dolphin, I don't know about the dolphin part, but I am a VIB member at Sephora, and I'm on my way to becoming a Rouge member.
Same.
And I got some inside information from Sephora.
Yeah, at
Let's
the
hear it.
Abbey.
So
Go on.
So
no. I'd love to
there's
hear
no
about this.
Sephora at the Abbey. So at the Grove, the Sephora that I go to,
Yeah.
Grove. I'm
and
in
I
Grove.
do go monthly for my Perk Plus facials, which is why I'm glowing today, Torin.
Nice.
I was speaking with the person who helps me and does my facials, and he said, "Oh, you just missed J-Lo." I said, "Oh my gosh, J-Lo was here." He said, "Yes." She came in and she bought bottles. I think it's called La Mer, that really expensive lotion.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's like $200 to $300 a bottle.
Yeah.
So it's meant for the face because you could pay the $300, but then it will last X amount of months for your face.
Yeah, it's not for the body.
J-Lo's secret. She buys multiple bottles and rubs them all over her body, and that's why her skin is so flawless.
And she
she's so
bathes in
used-
stem cells.
And
There we
probably
go.
a
She
million
bathes in
other
stem cells.
things
She
on
kills.
top.
That's why
But-
she kills unborn babies and just showers them.
But is it Margie? Is that what we're going with now?
Marjorie.
We're gonna, but
Oh, come
we
on.
decided on Marjorie. Okay, so Marjorie, you had a good point. If you do have a lot of money, you can look better.
Amen.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Not
It's
to take away
But
from
I mean,
J-Lo's looks.
You have to have a lot of money to make it better in the long run because just
You gotta
like
keep up with it.
improving it is eventually, if you do it wrong, like
You're
people can
fucked.
tell.
Sure, but that's when it comes to things like surgery. But if you just use creams and lotions, they cost a lot.
Yes,
having
true.
having like a gym membership and someone to go with you to that gym,
For sure.
a trainer, that's expensive. All these things take
Healthy
money.
eating is expensive.
Imagine having like a private cook.
Yeah,
I mean, that would
exactly.
change your
Oh, that
entire
changed my
life.
That
life.
changes your
You
life.
wouldn't
the
have to worry
calorie
about
intake.
anything.
Exactly. Just what you drink, what you eat. Always someone's watching.
Yeah.
All those things take money.
It would change all your lives, but it would hurt mine because I just make the chef cook every 5 minutes and just like eat.
You
That's-
just get like
Cupcakes,
really
I want
high
the
and like
cupcakes.
cookies and
Cupcake.
cupcakes.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's the thing. It's just, and here you are, Charlie. You have a. I'm detecting an accent. So I just want everyone to understand where you're from.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in Sweden? Sweden has 3
South
cities.
of Sweden.
So
Does
Three
it?
bigger ones. Yeah, no, I'm from the third biggest, called Helsingborg. It's about 20 minutes across to Denmark, 40 minutes from Malmö, and oh my god, did I say it was the third biggest? It's not. It's like top 10. Not even.
which, by the way, which means that it's as big as East Los Angeles.
Yes.
No,
it's
no, no.
100
Oh,
No,
ways.
shit.
actually, East Los Angeles is bigger. It's as big as Silver Lake.
Okay.
It's 100K
Silver
people.
Lake is actually
Whoa,
Okay.
100K.
yeah, 100K is
100K.
top 10 there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're talking about a country that's
Wow.
like less than 10
We
million
got
people.
9 million people in our country. Okay, that's less than Los
Okay,
Angeles.
with a less populated area,
Most countries have
is
less than Los Angeles.
Sweden, is it cleaner than LA? Would you say it's much cleaner?
I would say so. Yes.
And the pressure of being youthful, did you feel that pressure over there versus LA?
No, it's very different. Like, and I believe that I enjoy the fact that I'm from there because there's a very big part of real or reality or like natural probably that comes from there.
You
that
know, I
appreciate.
actually disagree with that, and I'll explain why. Because Sweden, if you recently have been paying attention, has been having an immigration problem. And the problem is, when Sweden, the nicest country ever, was just letting immigrants in, they didn't realize immigrants think differently than everyone in Sweden. See, everyone in Sweden, for the most part, thinks the same. Now, someone might be like, this is blue, and someone else might be like, I prefer light blue, but you're still within the same reason of line of thinking. Once you start getting immigrants who thought, no, yellow, only yellow, and if it's not yellow, we kill you.
No, the Persians turned it gold, not yellow.
Yeah. No, actually, Persians do really well, but Sweden wasn't used to immigrants coming and not assimilating, so they didn't know how to handle
it's hard to integrate. Yeah. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not into the whole political thing back home because it's either extreme right or extreme left, and I just think it's.
I'm not into it here either.
The one thing they do have in Sweden is really tall girls with blonde hair,
We do have some of those.
which
yes.
you
A
fall
lot of
into that
those.
category. And if you want,
And the blue eyes. I mean,
yeah,
come
you
on.
can find. What's your website?
busywithcharlie.com, but music-wise, akacharlie.com. So let's go
I
for
like
that.
AKA Charlie. That's a nice ring
Yeah, that's
to
cute.
it.
Well, my name is Carolina, so my
Nah, it's
nickname's
Charlie. It's Charlie.
Charlie.
So let's find out more about you and not just where you're from. We play a little game called Either Or.
All right, there are two options. You might be tempted to pick the one in the middle, but we strongly encourage you to pick one of our
One.
two
Yeah,
options
because
and
we
not
don't
make
force
up
women.
something.
We
in
don't
the
make
gray.
force
Yeah.
women to do
I'm
anything.
So it's either or. We're going to give you two options, and you're going to pick one. All right. First, either or. Should I do the honor? Sweden or Germany?
Germany. Oh my God.
You betrayed your country?
Wow.
Save it for the
For
psychoanalysis.
visit. Can I say that? For
Nope,
visit.
too late. Okay. Yeah, you could elaborate.
Nature
Yeah.
Sweden.
Oh no, I answer the same question.
Yeah, please.
Sweden.
Okay.
Good girl.
That's a good
Only
call.
because you're sitting right next to me and I'm scared what you might do to me.
Word. Okay. Psychoanalyze, please. We also take your answers and analyze
Oh,
it.
okay.
The
All right.
one detail
Okay,
that
great.
George is supposed to offer and always forgets.
So if there was an attack right now, okay, and Charlie had to save one person, it would be Tehran and not Marjorie. Because she has a self-hatred. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
All right, my analysis of the Germany over Sweden is that you're an explorer, you're inclined to an adventure, and for you, a lot of the time, the grass may in fact be greener on the other side, but not necessarily because it's better. It could also be more purple. It could be more brown. For whatever reason, there's a curiosity that you want to see the grass on the other side. Whereas Marjorie, I think you're a very good friend. You support the nations of your friends.
Yes.
And you're an encouraging, supportive person. So if someone in your group or network is
And I'm Jewish.
and you're Jewish, so if which I won't touch on that part, but if someone in your network is going through something, you'll be there to help. You'll be there to support.
So sweet.
Interesting. I listened to Charlie and her answer was very profound. It was, she's a snitch, and by snitch I mean she just tells. She's just a betrayer. She's unloyal to her crown.
I've never been patriotic. Let's put it that way.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful country to visit, though. All of Scandinavia. But if the question
She wants
was
more, and so because she feels that Sweden has a cap and her ambition far exceeds that cap, she needs to explode into whichever has more opportunity, whichever has more ways to view life. She likes being around diversity, different groups of people, different ways of thinking, and she realized that as soon as she left Sweden, that the world is a much bigger place, and she is a big, big fish and needs to be in a much bigger place. That's Charlie.
Yes,
As for Marjorie,
that's me.
Have you traveled outside of the country a lot?
have.
A lot?
I have family in Italy, so I go to Italy like once
A
a year.
little. Do you go
Yeah.
there a lot? Do you like Italy?
I love Italy.
Because you like to travel. And
love to travel.
when you said Sweden, I think it's because you like landscapes. You like the way things look, and you like nature. You have a connection to it, and you find a peace and serenity inside nature. And Sweden has an amazing landscape and artistic culpability. Also, you're a very loyal person, and so because your friend is Swedish, you gave that, and your cultural heritage and religious heritage, you gave that priority. So
Have you
True.
seen
Jews
the
of the world
land?
unite.
Hey.
Germany has a beautiful landscape, by the way. Let's not sleep on Germany.
Yeah, they also have Nazis. All right, so let's
Hey,
go.
there you go.
Yo, I didn't do it.
You said
I
it,
didn't-
not
I didn't,
me.
I didn't
Oh,
write the
I-
rules. I just read them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's pick something a little more possibly close to you. Singing or dancing?
Dancing. Oh, dancing.
Singing.
Man in a tuxedo or man in a Canadian suit, which is a jean jacket and pants.
So tuxedo or jean jacket matching jean jacket?
Canadian suit.
What is it? Matching jeans?
Yeah, wait, can you
So,
elaborate a
Man
little
in a
bit more on
suit,
this?
man in a suit versus man in a jean jacket.
So a guy who wears a jean jacket and
What's a
jean
jean
jeans,
jacket? Like
What I'm wearing.
denim.
denim jacket.
Denim on denim?
Yeah,
I gotta go with the suit
yeah.
on that one.
I don't know. I mean, I like a man in suit, but
But if it was like sweatpants suit, then I go with sweatpants.
That could count too. Upscale or casual man, right? Is that the way we want to go
Casual.
with it?
all right, I'm gonna go with the man in the suit.
Oh, switch.
I am going to. Damn, I don't know though. It says so much about a guy when they're dressed up.
See, that's
You
what
know,
I
like a guy at his like, you know, when he's like fresh and clean
Yeah,
and
yeah,
ready.
I clean up nice. Listen, let's.
that's what I was trying to get at in my over convoluted question. All right, so Charlie went with the cash. She went with the cash because she understands the dynamic between the inner and the outer. She understands that the inner, while less exposed or projected in society, holds a lot more weight in the next life cycle than the outer. The outer represents the temporary, the not lasting, while the inner is the growing, developing, everlasting. And Charlie has a very high spiritual IQ and an inclination towards this. I felt it in her presence when I walked in the room and knew that she understands that it's not how a person looks, it's how they make you feel.
So what does that say about
Marjorie,
me?
you're extremely shallow. No, I was kidding. Marjorie, as reflected in the way you dress, or at least the way you're styled today, part of your art form in your expression, which Tehran mentioned, the dancing, but as I learned in communication in college, you're already communicating simply by the way you're dressed before you walk in the room. So you have a high regard, especially in your realm of what you do, for the visual, whereas music is more of an auditory thing when it's sung, but when you're dancing, it can only really be received through seeing, sometimes hearing if you're tap dancing. So the visual holds a big weight in your career.
If you use a lot of words, maybe it'll make sense.
Maybe it made more sense than anything you said today, because that was amazing. Would you agree, Charlie, Marjorie?
That's not.
Thank you, Tehran. Thank you, Tehran.
No.
I like it.
Marjorie likes it. Thank you.
Marjorie likes a lot of things, and that's the problem. Marjorie has a propensity for bad boys.
You don't know me.
Bad boys. I do. You'd be surprised.
Already.
You
Red.
like bad boys. And that's the thing. It's a problem. It is a
That's why
problem.
I'm single.
It's not why you're single. You're single because you choose the wrong bad boy to like. Because you can often confuse lust and emotion and blend the two. And it's
Is this a
form.
therapy session?
It's just an understanding based on answers. While on the flip side, Charlie on the other side, and she likes gentlemen. And more importantly, she likes the strong but quiet type. That's her favorite. She likes that. I do. And then he knows how to put me in check the way he's supposed to, in a way.
That looks like disagreement on your face, Charlie.
She likes strong but quiet.
That's a disagreement. It seems like
he's loud.
Yeah.
seemed like my analysis made a little more sense, and I would love to teach you some of my vocabulary.
Never.
If you would like to learn bigger words so you can express yourself.
We don't have the time.
You can express yourself better.
It's just this strong but quiet who can handle themselves type. She likes to be comfortable. That's my analysis.
Laughter. There was
Just
no joke
laughter.
said.
Yeah.
Laughter at
It's just
something
because he
not
happens to be
intended
loud, but he's not.
Keep
He's
trying.
strong though.
He's strong.
Yes.
There you go, Tehran.
and I'm-
He's strong.
And very funny and intelligent.
And we're not calling him loud.
He knows jujitsu. He could beat us both up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not calling him loud. He's quiet.
Be careful. Be
He's a
careful what you say
gentleman.
now.
He is a gentleman.
He's actually, you know what? I called Tom Brady the best football player of all time. I actually think your husband is.
Boyfriend. We're getting there. We're working on it. Neither of them can get the green card. You know what I'm saying? They might as well. She has a better chance of marrying you, buddy. She needs to stay. Let's pick a crush. Let's tell a little about who you are with the crush you pick. Every week we pick a crush and a type to pertain to you. We want to know this week, pop star crush. Who is your pop star crush?
Ooh.
Pop star, so it has to be a singer.
A pop
Is
star.
that a pop
Yeah.
star?
That would be nice.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Harry Styles. Right?
I'm just a question mark.
Sure. I'm gonna go with Harry Styles just because that is my instinct, and he is yummy.
Can I get a picture? Can we
Harry
can you show
Styles?
me 10 pop artists?
Doesn't-
and
Don't you
I
have a
can
pop
pick?
artist you like?
I like.
Just pick Justin Bieber or something.
I actually saw him in a music video the other day, and I was like, he's grown up, and he's actually finding his style.
He's finding himself.
He's finding
His
it.
style.
Now that he's married,
Like,
all the
he
girls like
didn't
him.
just-
Is that what it is?
Is he married?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got
he just
married.
got married.
Haley Baldwin.
There we go.
That's how it works. So pop star, you're gonna just pick Justin Bieber. You're gonna take the safe route.
There's not that many like hot guy pop stars. I mean, like
I'm thinking girls.
One
straight
Direction
away.
would
I'm like,
disagree.
I know. Like,
In
well, Harry
Sync would
Styles,
disagree.
Zayn. There you
Justin
go. That's it.
Timberlake.
I'm Adam Levine, but he's not really a
How
pop
come no one
star.
said
is a pop star.
Backstreet Boys?
Because that,
Because they're old.
how old are they?
Yeah.
They have a residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
But
Like that's
Look,
when you know someone is fucking
well,
old.
I didn't know who they were until I saw the Super Bowl commercial this year, and they did a commercial with
Oh, is that
You're
Ludacris.
what
like,
it is?
oh, that's what they look
we
like.
only know
And I was like,
Blueface, baby.
oh, bitch.
Blueface, baby. That's who we are.
Blueface.
Let's pick a pop or a stoppin'. A poppin' or stoppin' is a trend that men do. We want to know your opinion on. So it's a trend that men do. We want to know if you think it should be poppin', which is keep
Poppin'.
it going, or stoppin'.
And this is a highly relevant one to today's society, the poppin' or stoppin'. is Netflix and chill. Is it poppin'? Should we still do it, or stoppin'? Should guys stop Netflixing and chilling with you?
It's poppin'. I love a good movie night. Like, I love hanging out with my man or the man of the night and watching a movie with him and, you know, doing some other stuff.
Don't worry, this
too.
is no joke song.
It's a good space, you know, but I don't really want the guy to be like, hey baby, let's Netflix and chill.
Never use the
Like,
words.
don't
Never
use
use
the
the
words.
it.
Never use the words. That's the rule.
cheapens it.
You want to come over and watch
Unless
a
you
movie?
use it
I'll
fun.
bring some
Unless
snacks.
you're cute with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you just gave an example. Is that a safe example to
Like, come
use?
over, like, let's watch a movie, but never on the first date, obviously. You would never just say, come over, you know, unless you're just trying to fuck.
Should we wait
Yeah.
for the second,
So
third,
that's-
fourth, fifth?
Well,
I mean, I guess I wouldn't really put a number.
Sure, there's a number on everything.
All right, let's put a number on it.
There's a number. Look, everyone's
say
like,
you
I
two-
wouldn't put a number. Yeah, you would,
Okay.
because you would not be like advocating, let's have sex on the first date. Like, that's not something, even though we know people do that, we would not advocate that. So clearly it's not one. The number becomes not one. See what I mean?
It's not.
I'm not. Where
There's
I'm
a
from,
variable.
that doesn't really like. We don't date generally in Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden.
Like, we don't have a dating culture.
Yeah.
So if you meet someone,
Neither does LA.
like, you normally like hang out or whatever, maybe in a bigger group, or like I'd never, like, back home, I've never been to a date. And if you wanted to fuck someone, well, then that was clearly on the table, and that was very obvious that that's what we're meeting to do. And yes, then it would sound like Netflix and chill. But for the question, I'd say what Margie says, like, on a girl's, like, the girl saying, hey, do you want to come over, watch a movie, blah, 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 that's awesome. I feel like a guy, well, he can, like, dating-wise, make more of an effort, probably.
Yeah,
me out.
maybe let's let the girls take the reign on that one and
Yeah.
invite the guys over to quote unquote Netflix and chill.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with that.
No, and I'll tell you
Nah,
why.
nah,
'Cause
I gotta
look,
disagree.
I never feel comfortable going to a girl's place.
But
Well,
if she
how
says
about I
it,
come
she
over and watch a movie?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's
Yes.
different. Like, if you come over to my place, that's a conversation.
I have a reason
Yes.
why I don't feel comfortable going over to a girl's place. Is because in the event that I have to take a number two, I just can't do it. I can't do it in front of a girl.
Do it before
But
you go.
don't do it in front of
yeah,
her, please.
definitely don't.
Yo.
So like if I know I have to do that,
Unless you're
then-
German, and then what? Okay, what? We've just never talked about German porn. Okay,
I'm not
go
gonna
on.
let you dog Germany like that. They have my favorite soccer team.
They're just, I was traumatized once.
Was that Two Girls, One Cup? Or
Yo,
was that one?
no.
Okay.
That was
No,
nothing
no,
compared
no,
to.
no.
That was nothing
That
compared
happened like long before I was born, so I don't even know what that is.
to.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's get to the question from the listener. Our listener this week is Rosita Bonita. She asks,
Rosita.
I have been dating this girl for a little while, and we are now being intimate. She loves when I go down on her, but she does not reciprocate. She rarely goes down on me. At first, I felt ashamed.
okay. So Rosita's a female who has
She's
a
a
girlfriend,
lesbian.
At first,
or
I-
bisexual, or
Yeah,
just
we don't know.
involved, or fluid. Who knows
don't know her
anymore?
life.
Yeah.
At first, I felt ashamed and dirty. Now I realize she is a pillow princess, and it drives me crazy. I love fun and dirty sex. She just kind of lays there. I basically have to do everything myself. I love her, but I find myself fantasizing about other things and other people. What should I
penises.
do?
Why do I feel like? Why do
Go
I feel
fuck
like
a
you wrote
guy.
this, bro? Why do I feel like you wrote this?
Communicate, for fuck's sake. Can we please just
wasn't me.
communicate with each other?
Or
That's the only
Communicate.
question, or only answer.
yeah. Communicate. Say this is what I need from you for me to keep giving you what you like.
That's right, threat.
Or else I'm out of here and I'm gonna turn back to guys.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what she's up to, but amen. Communicate.
It's very hard for a partner to know what the other one wants if there's not. I mean, obviously she clearly tries to like show because she's giving, like try to show what she likes, but there needs to be.
Tell her. And if she doesn't want to listen,
So Rosita needs
you
to.
next.
She's at basically your advice is you're asking the wrong people this question. Ask your partner directly.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And communication's always key.
Yeah.
Is this a deal breaker for either one of you? I'm not satisfied in bed. Deal breaker?
What was
Yeah.
the deal breaker?
Like a deal breaker. I'm not
Yeah.
satisfied in bed. Is that a deal breaker? Like, I'm not happy.
Oh yeah, you have to make sure.
You
I mean,
have to
it's
be
your responsibility
satisfied.
to yeah. I mean, if you're attracted to a person, that's obviously the start, but then it's up to you to become satisfied, I believe.
And if your partner isn't a listener and doesn't want to listen to what you need and what you want in a relationship, there you go. That is a deal breaker.
So let's find out about partners, because we are discussing, as men, we always act like we are shocked to find out we are doing things wrong. What are the worst things that men do, and how can we fix them? So we want 3 things that you think are the worst things men do.
When you go to your man with like a problem that you had with your day, and they're like, well, why didn't you just see it this way? Like, no, sometimes you just need them to like totally side with you and be like, nah, fuck that bitch. Like, you're in the right. You know what I mean? Instead of like always giving the logical, thought out answer.
So basically, you want a girlfriend. Why don't you get one? Rosita did.
Sometimes, sometimes you just need that from a guy, though.
I'm gonna call
Have your
Margie
back.
more often.
Yeah.
More men need to be cheerleaders for our women.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. More men that need to just be like, you're right. Mm-hmm. What they did was not, you know what I mean?
So we're going to go for more cheerleading. What's another thing that men do wrong that we need to fix? We need to, learn how to shut the fuck up and listen. Got it.
Cheerlead.
Can we get like an area? Like,
yeah. What about the way we go out? Like, do we need to fix how we interact with other girls? Things like that.
Guys need to like man the fuck up and start walking up to girls more in person and just talking to them. I mean, with the whole dating culture online right now, it's just like everyone hides behind their phones and hides behind these dating apps when, the way that you really want to be approached by a man is in person.
I like that.
I have some feedback, just quick feedback to that point. I have this friend, Greg Carey, and when Greg Carey tries this with women, he gets shut down because they just think it's creepy. Like, why are you coming up and...
But that's because of LA, because there are a lot of people. I mean, the wrong people here are extremely forward, and it puts girls off. But if you're sincere, a girl can tell as well. Right. I feel like
there's a way to do it.
So Greg,
especially if you're sincere and have a Ferrari in LA. If you're sincere and have a Ferrari, somehow
Rolex
girls can tell how
wrist,
sweet you are.
I had that the other day. I was like walking home from the yoga, and the street's completely empty, and this yellow Ferrari stops, and this big guy, big, tall, scary, comes up, and he's just like, "Hey, what up? Blah blah blah. Give me your number." And I'm legit like, I'm terrified. The whole thing. I want to go there. Like, I want to step away and say, "No, thank you." I even told
Be aware of your size. Yeah, some people. Greg Carey needs to do that too.
Because Greg Carey's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It ended up with me still him giving me his Instagram because I was terrified what would happen otherwise. Me going away and blocking him.
Whoa.
So that's the wrong approach.
Okay.
I couldn't give a fuck about that card.
So now we have cheerleading, and we need to be more aware. Approach correctly.
And last one.
And here's the thing. We need to get out of here this week. We have to finish up. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the show. But where can people find you if you want to be found?
Okay. Instagram, Beastie with Charlie. Website, akacharlie.com.
Whoop, whoop.
Instagram, the Margie D. THEE. Margie, not Marjorie.
We'll make sure to find you. I'm sure you. I'm sure
I
you
got
have
all my
dance
videos
like,
on there.
This
You're gonna
girl
like
dancing is insane. I just
Thank
have
you.
to say,
Yeah,
like, there
fun.
can be 20 girls dancing. What's going on in your face and your energy is
sweet.
amazing.
That's
I fucking
amazing.
love it.
Come and
having
watch.
it.
Check it out, guys.
We will make sure to do that. Our Imperfect Gentleman of the Week, the guy who embodies all the personifications and characterizations of the Imperfect Gentleman, this week is going to go out to all the men out there scrambling not to fuck up Valentine's Day.
Get your acts together, guys.
Good luck.
Listen, and you found out a couple things you shouldn't be doing and a couple things you should. That's what we do. I am Tehran Von Gosri at I am Tehran all across the board. IAMTEHRAN as in Nancy, and I'm alongside
Mr. George Corey. Trying to spell the last name?
That's KHOURI, and we are
Imperfect Gentlemen.
Remember, nobody's perfect. But us. We'll catch you guys next week.